Let's set up JetBrains PHPStorm so we can debug our PHP code. Right, the first thing we want to do is get PHP information about our machine. So you can do that a number of different ways. I'm showing one way where you have a PHP page that gets the PHP information. So you can set that up and then run that from your local host. When you do that, you get the page shown here on the left. Then you want to go to xdebug.org wizard. And this is a great little wizard that tells you exactly what you need to do to set up Xdebug on the server. You take everything from this page. You can Control A, then copy it, paste it into this input text box, and then analyze your configuration. What's really cool is this will tell you everything you need to do to set up Xdebug on the server. I've already done it, so it says that I'm running the latest, greatest version of Xdebug, but you probably get something different than what I get. So what I can do next is I'm running WAMP, and I will go and look at my PHP INI file, and I made 2 changes to this file. I had to download a file and rename it, which I put here. So the renamed file is php_xdebug.dll. And then I made this additional change, xdebug.mode equals debug. With that, you now have Xdebug installed on the server. But I also want to install Xdebug on the client so I can initiate a debug session from the client. And in order to do that, you want to install the Xdebug Chrome extension. So that's available here, and you install the Chrome extension. Then you have all the software set up and you're ready to actually configure PHPStorm so you can debug. And there's 2 things you need to do. You want to go to File Settings, go to Languages and Framework, PHP, and then make sure you have a CLI interpreter and PHP language level set. I'm using PHP 7. The next thing you want to do, we'll cancel this, is create a debug configuration. That's really the last thing, and then we're ready to debug. So I'm going to go to Run, Edit Configurations. Here's my configurations. This is one that I created, and I'll walk you through the steps. I'm not going to save this, but I'll say I want to create a configuration, a PHP web page, give it a name, then you specify your server. I gave it WAMP because I'm using a WAMP server, and then your URL, port, and Xdebug. The other popular debug framework is Zen, which we aren't going to use. All right, so I'll go back to the one that I created, and I call this debug PHP web page. And when I start this up, when I start debugging from my server, it's going to launch localhost database demo database connection.php. All right, so let's cancel this and let's debug this. So we go to Run, Debug. Oh, we don't want to, yeah, we want to debug this one. So we're debugging database connection.php. I have a breakpoint set here. I'll continue, and I can go to the debugger, see my variables, step through this. Hopefully everything will work correctly. And we're going to echo to the client, connect it to the database, and everything worked just great. So that's initiating a debug session from the server. So we might want to also do it from the client. So let's go to Run. We'll stop debugging. And then instead of debug, we're going to say, oh, we want to stop this too. We'll say, start listening for PHP debug connections. And then we go to our page. Let's just delete everything here off the end. And here's my Chrome extension for Xdebug, and I want to debug. So now when I refresh the page, I will be in debug mode again. And then I can continue on and debug this. So that's the 2 different ways that you can debug using Xdebug, either from the client or the server.